So we were introduced to our two main characters, Nakami Ganta and Isaki Magari, and the both of them are currently dealing with insomnia, and Isaki was just kind of like, if we can't sleep, we might as well have fun. So now they formed the Nightly Fun Society. So I assume we're going to get to see a little bit more of their nightly activities and, you know, what they've got in store. I've got all the other things that I'm wondering about what's going to happen, which I've mentioned in the previous episode. If you haven't seen my reaction to the first episode, I recommend you do. And if you enjoy the content, remember to leave this video a like and subscribe if you haven't. And if you didn't like the content, dislike the video and we'll be on our way. Let's get started. I thought that said illustrious promotional center for a second there. At least he's cooking his own dinner or breakfast? Breakfast or lunch.
Ohayo, Ganta. Ohayo.
Hey, he's making 2 lunch boxes? Is that all for him or for his dad or for Isaki? He's riding the bike with a smile on his face. Doesn't say good morning. On the phone. Ah! Yeah, of course, of course. Then you can just do it gradually then. Good point, Roger.
Isaki, nani sore? これは。前髪崩れた。ごめん。
Your bangs are right here. What do you mean? Oh, the opening. Oh my god. I just thought I was balanced for a second there. God. The teacher's here. I mean, would she be like the advisor? For a second there, I was just like, oh my god, all those children in the hospital, and I forgot it's Isaki. When she was a kid, she was always sick and frail. At least I'd figure the camera's gonna come back, and that was his dad that we saw in the beginning. Oh, badminton. Don't worry, it builds strong character. Sleeping on try sleeping on a wooden bed. Cat! What an advanced looking school, by the way. See the sunroof? Cat! Oh, damn.
いろいろあるみたいだよ。保健室の倉敷先生はクソ猫って呼んでた。先生が食べてたサンドイッチのレタスを、あとはチビとかおじさんとかお餅とか。やめんか。何の意味があるわけ？カニは文句ばっかりだな。普通の時期。
What are those signs on the couch? Free? Free couches? We have more. What do you mean you were hiding? She could literally see you through the light, through the bookshop, even if you were hiding. But how are you gonna get it up? Yes. Oh, lift with your back, don't fucking break. Holy shit. Oh god, on the fucking stairs too. That's... And yeah, here you are. Jesus Christ, are you guys gonna take the other couch too? If they were high grade, I don't know why you were getting disposed. Why it's getting disposed. Something about the size of a vaulting box. Better hide with all this other fucking shit that we've brought into this place. Them eyes though, dude. Cat! Cat's like, hey yo, I saw that you got a couch up here. Thanks, I appreciate it. They sleep like, what, 16 hours a day? Yeah, I was like... He could be number 3. Damn, dude. Cat continues to show that it's superior. Sensei, you look like you'd need a nap. Yes, just go on YouTube. You'll figure it out. Damn, dude. Well, this is the art club, so I was like, damn, someone's drawing some good busts right there. So, like, no staff ever goes to the observatory. Whoa, is this a... Whoa, you guys got a whole fucking... Y'all got a whole fucking snack shop out here? Cat! Gave you something. It's the lettuce from the sensei. Dude, just stole her lettuce again. I was just thinking, like... She's here with a... She's here with a fucking net, dude. I was thinking, I'm like, that cat looked like it jumped right into her room again. Oh, seems like the teacher found out. Well, if you need me, I'm gonna intrude on your nap space. Cat's showing everything, dude. You like it? He's taking the blame. Of course. Oh, oh. Well, you guys are just gonna have to make it an actual club. That's the first thing. It's just like... Mm-hmm. And she... The nurse already figured, so... Oh man, the ice cream's melting. Can you at least bribe her with the ice cream while you're at it? Understandable. Hmm. Who is in the astronomy club? What could you have done? What could you have done? What is that sentence? Oh, you guys just put all your junk in here and I gotta clean it all up. Uh-oh. Let's ask for the deets later. Yes. Gossip. So anyways, you guys want to open up a club? If you guys open up a club, you can use the observatory. Wow! Congrats! Congrats to the both of you.
った天文台を物置にしておくのは文科省指定のスーパーサイエンスハイスクールなのにいかがなものかと話が出てきて、ね。
A super science high school. Oh my god.
天文部に興味があったとはな。ちなみに顧問は倉敷先生がやってくれるそうだぞ。
Kurashiki. I need to write that later. 1919.
よかったな、中身。俺は中身になりたい。
I wish I could be you.
ほら、天文台に死んだ生徒のお化けが出るなんていう噂があるでしょ。
Yeah, I wonder who spread that, huh?
になってたのよ。あなたたちがいてくれれば本当助かっちゃうわ。
She's just don't fucking laugh. Dude, that cat just loves to be around these two. I mean, the cat really is like, hey, yo, dude, I'm the master of naps. You need advice from me?
中身って本当機械強いね。
Mm-hmm.
これはおもちゃだよ。本物は高価だし、最初はこれで練習して。
Well, Nakami, you know how to follow instructions.
私が月に行ったら、そこから手振るよ。
The ghost rumor. Okay.
マガリが作った話。
Cat dude, he's fucking out here. On his back, legs spread and everything. Also, the beginning of this, oddly enough, reminded me of another song that I currently can't put my finger on. Every move you take, every breath you take, I'll always be watching you. That's the song that the guitar, oddly enough, reminded me of when it first started playing. Damn, dude, out here fucking sleeping on the beach? How cozy, huh? Other than getting all the sand everywhere. Sand, it's rough and coarse and it gets everywhere. Okay, well, you know, I guess I'll write my notes. And we'll be back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 2 of Insomniacs after school. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty nice and simple episode. It really just continues with the whole, well, not the nightly fun activities club, but just them trying to decorate the observatory and everything, and only for them to get caught, and this eventually leads them into the astronomy club, which also gives them a very good reason to go out in the night and explore. So, you know, things worked out for them. But we're gonna go right into the beginning, which is showcasing the morning. I'm not sure if this is the same morning that, like, we left off in the last episode. You know, with the two of them saying "see you today," which is very nerdy, but whatever, you know? Also, there's this talk, right, about the committee, the Industrial Promotion Center. It talking about, like, they want to expand cashless payment methods. And I'm just over here like, is this something that we have to pay attention to? Or is it just like, ooh, the modern age. People are paying without the need of cash anymore. Ooh, spooky. But in this stage, we do see Nakami is out here making lunch for two, and we see that his dad is, well, right here, we see his dad is out here sleeping on the couch with 2 beers and, like, a plate and chopstick, which, you know, I assume he had a little bit of a snack after, well, with his beer, I mean. And you can kind of see the way his attitude is, you know, his dad wakes up, ow, 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 and he's just like, that's what you get for sleeping on the couch, like, Jesus Christ. But you can see that he's very, like, no smiles, even though, you know, his dad wakes up and he's just like, good morning. And he just gives the side eye and he says good morning as he's continuing to make lunch, which, you know, gives a, an odd relationship between him and his dad, whether it's a rather neutral relationship, like he doesn't really care he doesn't really think too much about his dad or whatever, because like that's sort of what I'm kind of getting, but like I'm also trying to figure out like did he make lunch for his dad? You know, because like I didn't see him give that lunch to Isaki, because I initially thought I'm like, is he making lunch for his dad, or is he making lunch for Isaki, or is he making lunch for his, you know, for his guy friend? I don't know. But I assume he was probably making lunch for his dad, which, you know, gives him some sort of care for his dad, even if perhaps he feels obligated to do it, but that's just a little wide assumption on his relationship with his dad, so we'll just have to see more about it later. So as he was making lunch, he was a no smiles man, but we see him riding his bike, and as he's just looking up into the sky and smiling and everything, which is the opposite of what we saw him in the previous episode, where we were seeing him trying to sleep at night and all the way until morning, where, you know, he gets very tired. You see all the eye bags under him. You know, you saw how grumpy he was throughout the first episode, but now he's I assume, you know, he's had a nice and fun night out. He's still tired as fuck, but you know, at the very least he has something to look forward to, and that something is Isaki. Let's see, as he came to school, you know, he sees her again. All that fucking slow motion and everything, which is very nice. I very much enjoyed it. I really like, you know, he's getting that slight blush. He's getting a little embarrassed, not wanting to actually talk to her, and so he goes and he texts her about his, you know, about this plan that they should be doing, which is we should keep our relationship a secret as to not bother her friend. And I really like that she's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, as he goes and he texts her, I gave it some thought, and I don't think we should directly talk with each other outside of the observatory. The two of us haven't really interacted in class before. The change would be too sudden. It'll make your friends wonder what happened. And so, you know, she's texting back. She's just like, but like, can't I just tell people we became buddies? No. I love that, the question mark that she gives. She's just like, what? What do you mean we can't just be friends? What? So, like, you still want to keep it a secret from everyone, right? About the observatory, about your insomnia. So, you know, he's tossing out these cards, and he's just like, come on, follow the fucking plan. And so she agrees with it, you know? You're right, good point. And we can see, you know, she's a little, I don't know why I keep wanting to call them nerds. I mean, they are in a super science high school, I guess. You know, she's a little geeky, she's a little charming with her doing her little pose and everything. Very charming. But I do like that despite them having this, this now just like, I was gonna say on and off relationship, this secret relationship of theirs. All they're really doing, as we see right here, is just them texting each other about the observatory and all that, but like the both of them are just constantly on their phone, and I was wondering if that is going to, okay, I'm just gonna talk about the accumulation of just people starting to figure out their relationship. So with this first part, right, with the both of them not talking to each other directly, the both of them are just on their phone texting each other, to which it's just kind of like, of course your friends would notice and be like, hey, you know, you've been on your phone for a while, who are you talking to? You know, that sort of curiosity. And then there's that also, and then there's that point where Anamizu, I think that's her name, right? The one that Kani calls a musclehead. Anamizu, she also looks like she should be in a fucking Yuri. But for her, she saw Isaki talking to somebody in the library. You know, Isaki's just out here whispering into the fucking bookshelf, which, I don't know, maybe she's just crazy. Or she's talking to somebody else on the other side, which I still can't get over. Hold on, this is before they put, what a fucking pose. Anyways, right here, right, this is when our boy is fucking hiding as a way to like, oh, hopefully if she comes this way, you know, where there's this gap, she won't see me. And like, maybe she won't see you, but like, if she looks downward, there's this fucking gap right here that she can obviously see through. And I'll be honest, if she was actually even more curious, she could have just walked across into the aisle that you're in. and see that you're on the other side. But it's a good thing her friend's not that curious. But I would assume that's another note that they're going to, that they're going to jot down in their head. And then there's the third part. I mean, other than the fact that they literally carried an entire fucking couch and nobody saw it. Cool. But the one after that is with Nakami and Isaki getting called into the teacher's office. And, you hear all the kids gossiping. Please come to the staff room. I wrote the teacher's office, but whatever. What's the deal, Isaki? You got you in trouble? Don't be ridiculous. Anyways, I'll be back soon, right? And they're totally gonna get yelled at by a teacher. Yikes. Let's ask for the deets later. Which I assume perhaps we'll get to see that, perhaps not. We've been following Nakami for the most part, so if it happens on Isaki's side, I would assume we probably won't see it unless she says it to Nakami, unless our perspective switches on over to Isaki, but I assume we're going to just be on Nakami for a while. But with them getting that call out, and then eventually coming back and having to be like, oh, I'm in the astronomy club. Astronomy club? So, like, now that they're going to be in this club, they're going to be in the observatory that has all those ghostly rumors. So, I would assume that other people are going to pick up on that, especially if it's Isaki's friends. Anyways, I completely went out of order, but that's okay. They're continuing to they're continuing to decorate the observatory. And also, I forgot to write this down, but as she says, so like, I was reading this book a while ago, and it said one reason people struggle to sleep is because their brains don't recognize their bedroom as a comforting environment. And it is, for the most part, it is a correct thing. If you feel like you're not safe in this area, then it's going to be a lot harder for you to sleep. And especially if this room or whatever, this space, gives you a lot of anxiety, perhaps this might not be true, but, in the idea of if you're anxious about studying and your room is mainly used for studying and you get very anxious in this room, and if you try to sleep in the room specifically, you might feel a little anxious because this is where all your anxiety is stored. Again, might not be true, but I'm just trying to just make an analogy. And also the fact that when you're sleeping, if you're always on your phone, as what Nakami had mentioned in the previous episode, where he's like, I was on my phone, but then I realized that having the blue light, the LED light or whatever on your when you're at night and sleeping, it's not good for you. It's very understandable. It's like that's like one of the things that they say on how to get good sleep is that you shouldn't be on your phone. You shouldn't really be doing much in your bed, because if you do stuff in your bed, it's going to make your brain think, oh, this bed here, it's not made for sleeping, it's just made to be laid on and do other things with. So it makes it difficult for you to try to go to sleep. And speaking of sleep, as I mentioned before, I don't really get insomnia. I do get like other sort of sleeping disorders, but insomnia and lack of sleep is certainly not it. In fact, I suffer from oversleeping because I sleep a little bit too much. And if you follow my Bochi to Rock reactions, the episode that I'm talking about should come out tomorrow, which is a Tuesday. Anyways, I talk about maladaptive daydreaming, and so that whole thing affects me in my sleep as well, which in turn causes me to oversleep. So, sometimes I'll end up sleeping for like 12 hours or something, and it's really bad. I get up and I feel very tired. Anyways, speaking of sleep, man, I stayed up till like 4 a.m. last night. And I woke up at 1 p.m., which is just not good, If I was trying to actually follow a sleep schedule, I should have been asleep. I should have woken up at like 10 or 11, but whatever, my fucking sleep schedule has just been completely messed up. And I think I did mention this in the previous episode, where I will have that issue where I can't sleep for like maybe 1 to 3 hours. 3 hours is usually the max before I finally just conk out in my bed. But yeah, that's pretty much me. I was just laying in bed for like an hour or two, and I just couldn't sleep. And then eventually I just tired myself out. I got lost in the sauce at some point. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, them redecorating everything. We also have been getting a lot of focus on Two-chan. Two-chan? Two-chan? Like the four? Alright. So the cat is called Two-chan and it loves to troll people, I guess. It's the fucking boss around this school. But yeah, we've got a lot of focus on this cat. You know, the cat's a stray, or perhaps it belongs to somebody else who just lets it go out, but it's just out here fucking chilling, dude. Chilling, relaxing, schmaxing. I also really like this part of the cat coming in. You know, the cat's like, hey, I saw you got the couch. It just immediately gets on the couch and just starts napping. But I think it was Isaki who said, like, cats are the grandmaster of naps and all that, which, very understandable. Again, they sleep for a very long time, you know, they sleep for, again, they sleep for like 16 hours, don't they? It's not like a consecutive thing, but, you know, they take naps throughout the day, and then that eventually accumulates up to somewhere around 16 hours. So it is very fun that we've got two insomniacs who are just trying their best to go to fucking sleep, get some goddamn naps, you know, get some sleep in their life. The animal that follows them around the most, as we can see, is a cat, which loves to take naps and loves to go to sleep. So it'll be nice to continue to see Two-chan. God, I can't believe Two-chan. It'll be nice to continue to see our forum boy Two-chan, and you know, I assume he'll get comfy. Is this a he or a she? I don't know, but we'll see get comfy enough to sleep with them. You know, sometimes when you sleep, unless you're allergic to cats, you just need some furry friend to sleep alongside with you. Some warm blood. Anyways, we saw that Nakami was deciding to fix the door handle, and we are seeing that he perhaps is good with mechanical stuff, you know, because he's also out here, he is out here assembling the, what are those things? The little stargazer? Why can't I remember what they are called? Telescope? It is the telescope. Anyway, he's out here, you know, building up the telescope. Saki's just over here like, wow, you're really good at mechanical stuff. He's just over here, you know, downplaying it, as he said with the door, you know, he's just like, hey, I haven't even started it yet, so like, we'll just have to see how it goes, or like, oh, this telescope was just a toy, you know, it's really nothing. And as I said, this boy, he knows how to follow a YouTube instruction. A little YouTube how-to video, you know? Anyways, in the midst of him fixing the doorknob and everything, and her buying some ice cream in the school store. Jesus, man, I wish. No, we did have a school store in my high school. It just sucked. Anyways, as he's in the midst of it, you know, we see Two-chan out here stealing lettuce yet again. It loves lettuce, but because of this, he ends up getting caught by Kurashiki-sensei. Who I love, by the way. She's just out here with a fucking net on her. She's ready. She's ready to fucking grab this cat. She's tired of it now. This is the part where, you know, she discovers that they've been using the observatory, and I like that Nakami is out here deciding that he's going to take all the blame. You know, it's not him going to be like, oh, this wasn't my idea. We know that this boy can be trusted with some secrets. He was the one who decided to start the secret, but we can trust him with the secrets. And I like that after he, you know, took the blame that this was all his idea, that, you know, he's responsible for everything. We see that Isaki comes in, right? She sees the situation. She comes in, she says, hey, this was my idea. Which I always like, you know, I appreciate people coming in and, like, not ratting other people out. Very nice, you know, unless it's like a very big crime or something. Anyways, we're not gonna get into that. The first question, right, that she asked these two, have you two been having sex in here? I love it. That's the first question. She's like, oh man, there's a couch in here. What are these two doing? And I love that that's the first question that she asked. Anyways, I like this situation with Nakami trying to explain that, you know, this is the one safe space that they feel that they're able to, you know, where we can escape to rest without anyone knowing, since we're always sleepless. And I like that he, of course, ends up saying that to Sensei eventually, essentially, because Sensei has already made that note before, saying like, hey, you haven't gotten enough sleep, right? So it's much easier, I would assume, for Nakami to say it to her because she already knows the whole situation. She already figures the situation, and and of course, I like that he's trying to reason with Sensei, and even going to the point where, you know, he's willing to join the astronomy club in order to be able to be in the observatory. And of course, fucking Kurashiki-sensei is out here being all fucking menacing and all that, right? Like, she's just like, oh, you're willing to join the astronomy club, huh? Well, I gotta go talk to the other teachers about this. I like that she is by the book, though, you know? She's like, hey, you know, I can see that this is a great hideout, and, you know, perhaps it could benefit you guys, but as a teacher, I still need to tell the other teachers about it. So the next day, with the two teachers, you know, of course, she told them that they want to start the astronomy club, or they want to restart. Yeah, you two are officially going to be members of the astronomy club. And of course, the teacher, Kurashiki-sensei is the one who's like, yeah, I'm gonna be their advisor, even though she knows a little, not too much about astronomy, but I appreciate that she's going to become their advisor because she's going to keep this secret with them. Very nice for her. You know, we know that, we could count on Sensei, probably, I don't know. Actually, speaking of Sensei, we did see her at some point right over here. There it is. Just her, you know, working, and her just, oh, got a bit of a sore shoulder before she gets up, and the cat comes in to steal the fucking lettuce. Perhaps Kurashiki-sensei also needs, you know, a little bit of nap time to get her tiring I mean, honestly, she needs to go get a massage. To which, now I think about it, I think that's a service that Nazuna does, doesn't she? She has to go all the way to the city, but she also gives massages. Other than just sleep, you know? But again, as I mentioned, with them now being in the astronomy club and needing to do club activities to keep the club active and everything, it gives them a good reason to stay out at night. So it's very good for them, you know, these two fucking insomniacs who can't sleep at night, so they might as well have an activity that allows them to stay at night, which is gazing at the stars. So it's very fitting for the both of them. Very much enjoy how it ended up being. And of course, we also had that whole rumor, you know, that Isaki spread, and the vice principal was just like, oh, thank God that somebody wanted to join the astronomy club. After that rumor about that dead student, you know, none of the girls want to be in the observatory. So even the teachers knew about the rumors, but what, nobody went up to check the observatory? Like, I'm still trying to figure that one out, but, you know, it's already been sorted out for them, but they know about the rumor, then they should have gone to the observatory to check, even if it's just a stupid ghost rumor, but, like, you should still go up there to, like, fucking check just in case, because, like, if you don't believe in rumors, you have to realize that there's probably somebody in the room and people are seeing it, you know, from the corner of their eyes, and they're gonna think it's a ghost or something. But, like, at the very least, if they go and check, wouldn't they see the fucking lock on the observatory? And, like, if they see that lock, wouldn't they be like, who has the keys to this lock? You know? I don't know. It's been sorted, so, like, this whole thing with the lock and the rumors, no worries. It's been sorted. But again, I really like to see how the world reacts to their relationship. That's always one of my favorite things, even though I fucking hate sometimes how the world reacts to people. You know, it's because it's just kind of like, look, if they just want to be friends, then, like, that's their fucking problem, you know? You don't have to start rumors, or you don't have to be all fucking upset, you know? Maybe you could be a little upset if you were friends with someone and then suddenly they started hanging out with somebody else and sharing secrets that you wish they shared secrets to you with, but whatever. Sometimes you've just gotta realize that you're not them. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what's happening, and that's pretty much it. If I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.